Today's topic is about an axal tumor including red duct, red gland. So let's see the first case. This is a poroma. In low power, you may think really sometimes really look like separated keratosis because we can see this epidermis kind of acanthosis, thickening of the epidermis. You may also even see this pseudohonsis structure, but some structure usually not seen in separated keratosis. That is, we call this Poroma stroma. That is kind of hyalinizing stroma with this dilated blood vessel. So this is really characteristic for Poroma. So what is other than this, what is other major difference? You can see this hole. Actually, this hole is red duct differentiation. Let's zoom in to take a look at this red duct. We can see this eosinophilic hyaline lines surrounding this duct. So this is red duct differentiation. Other than that, we can see this cell are really monotonous. The cytoplasm kind of pale. All the cells look identical, and then pale cytoplasm. Even the cell, if we have contrast, the cell is a little bit larger than the cells in separated keratosis. So combine all of these features, just like acanthosis, hyaline stroma with this dilated vessel, and then try to look for this red duct. That is really good for poroma, usually in the head and neck area. Let's see one more example of poroma. This one is a little bit different, kind of a little bit exophytic or also endophytic. And then this epidermis just have different kind of anastomosing connect to the dermis components. And even in low power, we appreciate that we have really well demarcated. We can see this is kind of normal epidermis. Then this pale area is the poroma cells area. So really well demarcated. We can see distinct difference between these two populations. And when we want to look at still in low power, we can see this poroma stroma with dilated blood vessel and hyalinizing stroma, really characteristic. Then we already know this cell kind of monotonous. Another important thing is we need to try to find any red duct differentiation. Like this one, look like a duct. So combine all of these features, this is another poroma. And then when we talk about more, you may also thinking about, could it be trichotillomoma? I have the example of trichotillomoma, and then let's keep this slide and then continue. Another poroma, even low power, we know this one, this nodule just like exophytic, and then the dermal plaque has some connection to the epidermis, and that's the mosaic of this connection. Then this poroma stroma also catch your eyes, really hyalinized, pale stroma with this dilated blood vessel here. Then we also see this hole. I'm sure this is red duct differentiation. When you see this hole, tons of red duct differentiation. And then the cell kind of pale, cytoplasm really monotonous. Usually you would not see any polymorphism. If you see infiltrated border polymorphism, turn of mitosis, you will suspicious that it's carcinoma. And one relative new immunostaining marker is NUT. They usually highlight this poroma and carcinoma, but you need to pay attention that benign poroma and malignant, both of them can be stained with NUT NUT positivity, but NUT usually not positive in squamous cell carcinoma. So I think this is one of the helpful marker, but the sensitivity is not really good. It's around 60%. So if you want to prove this poroma not positive, that is helpful. But if not negative, you just could not rule out. And then another example of poroma, I just quickly recap: acanthosis, well demarcated, pale, monotonous cell in the epidermis, stroma with dilated blood vessel, and then more important, you need to see this Achilles red dark cuboidal cell around forming this red dark differentiation. This is poroma. Let's keep this slide to